It is so good to be back out here. It was such a long winter. Not that that's bad. We got out plenty of times and did a lot of winter camping, but I was itching for spring and it just didn't want to get here. But now it's here, it's beautiful. We are back out, backcountry camping. This time we're at Kawartha Highlands Provincial Park. We are on Buzzard Lake. We canoed in along Long Lake. The last time we did that, it felt like it was a very long way, but it really didn't take us that long, even with some wind against us. It was only about an hour to our portage spot.
We had to portage over to Buzzard Lake. It's not that far of a portage, really. It's only 350 meters.
A pretty short paddle from the portage to the site that we're at right now. It's a nice site, a lot of rock that you can sit on, a lot of open space so we can see the sky. The sun has been out, it's been warm. There's been some bugs, you can see some flying around me right now, but not too bad. They're sort of the midges, although we have thought we've seen a couple of black flies. It seems to go from winter to bug season. When we arrived, we did what we always do. We get set up. I set up my tent. This time I've got a brand new tent. I've got another tent style tent that hangs in the trees. This one is called the Una. It's a one-person tent and it's pretty cool. I'm enjoying it so far. It is also the debut of my brand new canoe from Swift Canoe. And I gotta thank them because they helped provide this canoe for the TV show Get Outside, which I'm producing. This was its first real test run. Loaded full of gear, it worked great. Portaging it was a joy. It only weighs 37 pounds. So our first day, we really didn't do a heck of a lot. We were pretty much confined to the campground because the wind picked up.
The wind was howling. Thankfully not as bad as the day before when power was out everywhere in the city and shingles were flying off and everything. So
the wind the day before was crazy. There was like 126 km/h gusts of wind at the airport. Trees were down, power was out. So I'm glad we didn't come up on the Friday, but it died down later in the evening and it was fine.
We got up this morning, had a great breakfast. I had a nice ham, cheese, and egg omelet with some hash browns. I had a little bagel with peanut butter. Oh, so delicious.
I had an omelet, which I did in the plastic bag like I normally do. All my shredded cheese and meat and onions mixed in with an egg, and you boil it. Today has been quite good. We went out for a paddle and explored Buzzard Lake.
We checked out all the campsites.
So we have been just paddling down Buzzard Lake to check out some of the other campsites. This is campsite 423, which we checked out a few years ago. It's not too bad actually. There's water on both sides of it, so there could be a lot of mosquitoes when it gets to mosquito time, but other than that, it's pretty nice. So this is site number 424. Very nice site, lots of open spots. You can get really high up and get some good views. Problem is, this cottage is across the way, so in the summer that would kind of suck. It kind of spoils the view. This is site 425. From what I can see so far, not as nice a site as the other two. Now this is campsite 426. It's not a bad site, pretty easy to get in and out of the canoe at. We did go down as far as 427. Not the best looking site, we didn't even stop to get out. And then 428 was occupied, and it really looked really nice. It was pretty open. And now Tim's throwing logs at me because we found some wood here, which we're going to take back to our campsite.
Drives me nuts when we see people who don't do things properly. We went to campsite 423. They had a log over top of the fire. So it was burning, and you could see it burning down the log. You can see how far apart it's already come from the fire pit all the way down here. This wood is just burning all the way down to these dead leaves on the ground. And that's how campsites get destroyed and forest fires start. Luckily, we came by, so we had lots of water we could gather and just dump it and put everything out. Another site we went to, they had garbage that they had left behind. Okay, people, here's more camping etiquette. When you leave, take your garbage with you. Don't leave big plastic bottles laying around. There's another one in the tree back here that's a plastic water bottle cut open and all the garbage is crammed inside that bottle. Bring stuff home with you. At least if you're going to bring a glass bottle, that's the bottle to bring. And I actually had the decency to leave a little bit. Yep, that's Bailey's. 2014, Dublin, Ireland. Yep, the O'Reilly factory. Take it home with you.
It's been sunny and warm. A little too sunny, actually. I've got some sunburn, which I wasn't expecting. I mean, I should have expected it. But the problem is there's nowhere to get out of the sun. There's no shade, there's no leaves on the trees yet. So I'll have to be putting sunscreen on for tomorrow because, yeah, I'm a little red from today. Well, it's morning, and it was a chillier night last night, but not too bad. Just getting breakfast ready, and then we're gonna head out again today. Probably go explore Secret Lake.
Beautiful, calm morning. So it was nice paddling through a little portage to Long Lake.
We went there last time we were here, and it's a beautiful little lake that you take a short portage to this marshy river, and then the lake itself has one campsite on it. There was somebody on it this time. There was somebody on it the last time we were here as well. But there's this beautiful big hill.
And hiked up to the top of the mountain.
Here we are at the top of the mountain. It's a beautiful view. Well, it's morning. It's the morning of our last day here. Last night was quite a chilly night. It was down to about 2 degrees for most of the night. I was actually getting quite cold, but it's a beautiful morning right now. The sun is up. It's clear skies. It's very warm. It's only 9 o'clock, so this is great. It's supposed to go up to about 22 degrees today. This has to have been one of the best early spring camping trips that we've done in terms of weather. It's been absolutely fantastic. Well, our last day here, and the black flies have come out. Just been a beautiful time up here in Kawartha Highlands Provincial Park. Glad we came to Buzzard Lake. It's a nice lake, lots of really nice campsites on it, and the one we had was great, and it couldn't have had better weather.